I've been thinking a while about doing this video. Um, did I push record? I did. And I was thinking about asking my girlfriend to come on here, and I may interview her, and she just doesn't even know it, but I know she would agree to it. But talking about, and I did, and I will show little bits and pieces of my stash. And I have a stash of paint by number, and I have a stash of diamond art, both. I also have what I would consider a stash, and I will show a picture of my stash of my paints for my paint pouring. And I would probably go to the extent of saying that that is some type of an addiction. But recently I've been watching on YouTube people doing, like the unboxing videos, and my computer's doing some weird stuff. Okay, it's still recording. Unboxing videos where they've been on Timu, which is a popular one now because whatever they sell is cheap. I mean, basically you haven't spent a whole lot of money. But then I've seen also unboxing of usually diamond paintings of more higher end, and a lot of times these people will have 100+ diamond art things that they have yet to do. And I have been on their websites of the diamond art, some of the different higher end, and they can be a little pricey, so, and I don't do math quickly without grabbing a calculator, and it's like, ooh, people have spent some money on that art. And even some of them who do these mystery boxes, and I can see why companies would want to do their mystery boxes, because they're screw-ups. And people film that stuff, and so that's interesting too. But so yeah, it can, this type of art can be, I think, and they don't beat around the bush. A lot of them say it is an addiction in regards to when you see, and I will post some pictures of some very pretty paint by numbers and some pretty diamond art from different sites. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. So what I did was, the other day, I was just curious. I went back to some of, I went back to the one that I was currently working on here. This is a paint by number that I bought years ago, and believe it or not, it's still available. And I also went to this one that has been in my house for years, and I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. And it was, I think I bought it 2021, I think it was. And even though the company that I bought this from no longer sold it, I found this identical one, this diamond art, on Amazon for sale, same size, for sale. And they even sold a bigger one, which was interesting, but it was for sale and it was still available. So, and yes, I know that some of these more expensive companies do discontinue some of them, and the reason they usually discontinue some of their products is because they're usually screw-ups of some sort, so they discontinue them. And I apologize, I have a computer that's just wanting me to leave a site. There we go. Which is interesting. But anyway, we won't go into that avenue. But anyway, I do have a log sheet that I have created, and I will share it with you. And I will share with you what it looks like here. I will put a snapshot of what it looks like and how I use it. And I will do some side-by-side in regards to how I use it and that sort of thing. I will do some filming. So basically, that looks pretty good on my screen there. Okay, so basically stash logbook sort of thing. So this is a picture of a paint by number. It is of some limes. So if I can make it a little bit bigger. Now I can't tell if it's recording like I want it to. Okay, so thank goodness for recording and things like that. Maybe pull it back. Yeah, it's recording like I want it to. So basically, it tells what company it came from, when it was purchased, the size. It's a 20 by 30. I purchased this one from AliExpress. It is a paint by number, and then I take a picture of what the paint by number looks like, and I've got a picture of what the lime painting looks like. And then I can put some notes down here. I also, this here is because I separate my paint by numbers. I took some pictures of my stash before I started, and they are separated, and they're in a little plastic drawer bin, that sort of thing. But this number here matches up with the paint by number. So then I also can put, if I've done an unboxing, YouTube post, some work in progress, posting notes, some unboxing. Looks like I did an unboxing at one point. I had put yes there. I don't have dates. I should have put some dates on it. That sort of thing. So I will post a free Word document or something like that, or so you can download this and use it on your own time. And like I said, it's a Word document, so you can rearrange it however way that you want to use it, that sort of thing. Sorry if I'm scrolling and making it difficult for you to read it. This here can be moved around and moved up here to side by side, that sort of thing. It's really super easy to use. On some of these, I've actually taken out the diamond painting and deleted that. It's just kind of like one of those, I don't know, make it better as I go sort of thing. So yeah, there's that. Alright. Alright, so that is my stash. That's how I keep control over what is in my stash. I used to, when I would get, I don't print my stash. A lot of people have stash notebooks. I don't do that. I think that is kind of a waste of paper. A lot of people get their cute little washi tape out and do all that stuff. No, I don't do that either. You know, cute little notebooks and all that stuff. No, it's all stored on the computer. And the reason I do that is because it's just so much easier. I mean, we're in the, the latest century, and everything is electronic, and I can access it from different, it's because my husband is IT guru. He's got it so that it's stored, so I can access it from whether I'm at the lake or if I'm in Florida, that sort of thing. So it just makes it easier, so it's easier for me. So yeah, it does. And so that's about it. You guys want to see my props that I didn't use? Okay, I'll show you my props. Here's the funny thing is, I have this little guy here, and he got separated, and I don't know who he belongs to. And I'm always so very, very careful. I have everything categorized so that nobody gets separated, and this guy got separated. I think he's an extra. So I don't know who he belongs to. I feel really bad for him. But he looks like he's starting to dry up. See the bubbles on the back? I don't know if you guys can see the bubbles. See, when they start seeing bubbles on the back, that's usually a good indication that your paints are starting to dry up. Not always, but it's a good indication that they could possibly be drying up. Another thing is I need an 8 for over here. That I'm working on, and I think I might have that color in here. So I may see if one of these guys might work out. So yeah, and I just recently went through all of that over there, which is my stash, and recategorized everything, and I've talked about this in other videos, because the majority of my stash is paint by number. I move my paint by numbers around, not the canvas paint by numbers, but these guys, I move them around occasionally for the simple fact it is paint, it is liquid, so I will occasionally go in and kind of shuffle them around and turn them so that they are being moved, so they're not sitting for months and months and months like in one position. So I do move these guys around. Whether it helps or not, I don't know, but mentally I'm thinking it helps. The other thing I have on my lap here, and why I brought up, when I do these videos and I sit down with you guys and randomly talk about things like stashes and what's going on, unboxing videos and stuff like that, I like something to have in my lap to show you. I have one of Walmart's diamond painting things, and I have not opened it. I have one of these that is on my laptop that I worked on in Florida, and I have the laptop here. Well, actually the laptop went to Florida, and then it went to the lake, and now it's back home. And I need to get it reconnected to the house so I can get, oh, look at me tear that up. Oh, that is just awful. And it is now back home, and I just need to get that footage off there. But I worked on one of their other diamond dots. I think that's what they call themselves, diamond dots. And it's the one that has, it's like a Florida scene. So I worked on it while I was in Florida. So I'm planning on going back to Florida in November. So when I'm back down there, I'll take the laptop back down there and do some more footage on that one. So I will add to that footage down there, and one of these days I'll show that all to you guys. So this is kind of like a little unboxing video, and this has been seen on YouTube probably 100 times from 100 different people. This is nothing new. This is nothing I mean, if you've seen this once, you've seen it 100 times. It's Diamond Dots. It was a special edition. I think this was one of their first times having diamond, or I keep wanting to say paint by number, because I guess paint by number's on my brain right now. This type of painting. And like I said, everything that you need comes with it. So I think it was their, let's see how popular this is, and it is one of those things where I think it became a collector's thing, because people wanted to buy one of everything that they had with this special edition that they had, sort of thing. And this was a pumpkin thing. I thought I would try to do it by October, and there's no way. There's no way I could get all that done, but I figured I'd show it to you anyway. But at least I can get it flattened out and let it relax with the rest of these guys over here. Maybe next October. Yeah, maybe one of these days. So yeah, let me dig into this thing, however you get into it. And would you believe there's people out there that don't like this wrestling of this plastic? That's just funny. That's actually hilarious. So, and like I said, people have been unboxing this one for quite some time. This is actually cute. Huh. Actually seeing it in person, it's actually cuter in person than it is in the unboxing world. It's a cute little pumpkin. Actually, you know, I might actually have time to do it. I am almost finished with this monster back here, so maybe I will do it next. Huh. He's cute. So yeah, he needs to flatten out a little bit. And yes, I'm doing what everybody else does and roll it up backwards to get it to flatten out a little bit. He's cute. He's not a full. These guys are round drills. He's cute. It's a pumpkin and a bird and some November-ish looking stuff. It's cute. But, okay, here's some more wrestling of the plastic that people actually hate. I guess I can take the wrestling of the paper out and put music in. Instructions, of course. I kid you not, the other day I was having kind of some issues with my little wax thing. For whatever reason, it was just starting to act up, and I almost opened this to get to their wax. Diamond Dots has some of the best wax I've ever seen. When I was in Florida working on the Florida-looking scene the very first one I picked up from Diamond Dots, all I had in Florida, because I didn't have any tools down there at all, was this. And in the filming of that video, you see me using this. And I used the wax. And I talked about the wax, and I'm like, goodness gracious, this stuff's good. I mean, it's kind of clear. It doesn't have a lot of color to it. But I don't know if it was has to do with the atmosphere or the humidity in Florida, but this stuff works. I just sat out on our little screening porch, and it was hot. It was like we were down there in, when did we go down? August, I think it was. It was like 100+ degrees, but it was hot out there. And I just worked for hours, and I think I loaded the pin up maybe twice. And I just kept working and working and working. I didn't get a ton of it done, but it just let me work for the longest time. These are, I don't know how many colors I have. I don't know. There's a bunch of colors in here. There's letters and symbols and a variety of colors in here. There's a bunch of colors. See? So you're going to be changing out quite a bit. And there's all colors in here. Colors, yeah. You're going to, it's not very big, but you're going to be busy changing out your colors. So I don't know. I don't know if I would do sections at a time, or I don't know. Probably just start on an area, and probably down here in the corner. I usually start in the corner and work that direction. I don't know. Like I said, I may do it for November, going into Thanksgiving, in the middle of October. So maybe we'll do it for November. That might be fun to do. Okay, enough about that. Enough touching plastic and making plastic rustly sounds. That's funny that people don't like that sound. Okay. Alright, so enough about my stash and addiction to this sort of thing. And yes, and I may have mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to say it again. The majority of my paint by numbers, my older paint by numbers that I went back to my older orders that have been sitting here for years are still available. So if you think about it, I could have just left them in my cart for years and ordered them when I was ready to paint them instead of buying them ahead of time. Think about that for a moment. So do you really need to buy and build up your stash? Or could you just put them in your cart and buy them as you're ready to paint them? There's an idea. I've seen where a lot of people say that their stash only has one or two. That's probably smart. Having 150? No, I don't have 150. I have like 40. Having 40 or of paint by numbers that are several years old is probably not good. But it is fun to sometimes try to find alternative paint colors for them. That's just fun for me because I've been doing paint by numbers since I was about 6 or 7 years old. Alright. Okay, so enough about that, and I'm going to get off here and try to edit this video since I showed you my stash Word document. So I'll either do a Word document or a PDF attachment in the description below, whichever is easiest. Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to get off here, and it's almost time to start considering what we're having for dinner. Alright. So what do I always tell you guys? Go out there. Be absolutely awesome. Do your thing, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.